Now referring to you, appeals under the GST. Right from Joint Commissioner Appeals to the level of the Supreme Court of India, Judiciary Appeals, followed by appeals to Authority for Advanced Ruling. From there, Appellate Authority to Advanced Ruling. At that level, appeals completes. In this process, first I am bringing the route map, appeals. Person who got aggrieved with orders of the assistant commissioner, superintendent is empowered to issue the notice up to total amount of tax 20 lakhs. Assistant commissioner, deputy commissioner from more than 20 lakhs, not exceeding 2 crores can be adjudicated. The joint commissioner, additional commissioner is empowered to adjudicate the orders by issuing the notices where the tax amount total involved more than 2 crores. Now, in this process, if the appeals were a order passed by the superintendent or order passed by the assistant commissioner, deputy commissioner, the taxpayer got aggrieved, he can go to the appeals to joint commissioner appeals only. Such appeals only against order in original. While going for appeal, the taxpayer should pay pre-deposit 10% of the tax. How much? 10% of the tax which is in dispute. Further, if the order passed by the joint commissioner or additional commissioner, the aggrieved taxpayer should go to the commissioner appeals. Joint commissioner appeals or commissioner appeals, we call them appellate authority, in short AA. The first appellate authority is joint commissioner appeals, followed by commissioner appeals. Orders of assistant commissioner, deputy commissioner or superintendent, against that order, a good person can go to joint commissioner appeals. If the order itself passed by the assistant commissioner, I mean to say the joint commissioner or additional commissioner, then we have to go for appeal to commissioner appeals. We call them commonly appellate authority. Whenever you go for joint commissioner appeals or commissioner appeals, tax due 10% is a pre-deposit of tax made mandatory. Sir, orders against the joint commissioner appeals, orders against the commissioner appeals, where can go, sir? If I got aggrieved, go to tribunal, GSTAT, Goods and Service Tax Appellate Tribunal. Or orders against revisional authority. The name itself is what? Revisional authority. What do you mean this? Who is a revisional authority? Listen, my dear. Superintendent, above him, assistant commissioner, above him, joint commissioners. Their orders can be revised by their superior, namely called joint commissioner, additional commissioner. Or orders passed by the joint commissioner or additional commissioner, their orders can be revised by their superior, commissioner or principal commissioner. Whoever in a position to revise the order passed by their juniors, we call them revision authority. Suppose, my dear, joint commissioner passed the order by demanding 2.5 crores tax. Commissioner calling that, hey, joint commissioner, come here, show your file. 2.5 crores, sir. It is a 5 crores man. Already taxpayer crying for 2.5 crores to pay tax. Now the commissioner revising this as a reviewing authority to 5 crores. The person got hurt or not? Where he can go as a taxpayer who agreed means directly to tribunal. That time also 10% is only tax disputed amount as a pre-deposit. When the matter goes to tribunal, there are two benches now. One is called principal bench, other one is state bench. So far, principal bench is competent to hear dispute relating to place of supply. Other than the place of supply dispute, hearing by state bench. Now what happened? There is a anti-profiteering. Speak out. Anti-profiteering. What do you mean by anti-profiteering? I will tell you. And that chapter now is no longer existed, which has been merged. That can be handled by the here. That dispute can be heard by the principal bench. Then what is anti-profiteering? Why it is, where it is merged? I'll show you. Just for the time being, just listen here. Anti-profiteering. This is the chapter number 35 in the volume 2. This anti-profiteering cases yes. This entire chapter now here anti-profiteering tenure even after extending for 5 years, which has been expired now. Resultantly, if you refer here, central government and the recommended Justice Council has empowered the Competition Commission of India, established a so section of the Competition Act to examine whether input tax credit has been availed or not. And the above amendment praise this one. Thereafter, the above amendment shall come into effect from so and so date. Thereafter, here, now the procedure followed in decision making investigation not going to be here by the what we can call it CCCI, not a Competition Commission here. The following provision has been inserted in the recent past. Provided that government may, by notification recommendation of this council, specify the date from which the said authority shall not accept any request for examination as to whether input tax credit availed or not. This is anti-money. I will explain to you, but this has been for the then requesting examination for the purpose of this expression. Authority means appellate tribunal. Appellate tribunal means anti-profiting cases now going to be heard by GST 80. That principal bench is going to hear the case. Because I am not interested to read, that's why I am showing the content. Competition Commission of India earlier, now it is side. Who will hear the anti-profiting cases? The GST 80 principal bench. What is anti-profiting means? Simple, I will tell you. On account of reduction in the rate of tax, the benefit should pass it on to end user. For example, when the rate of GST for restaurant 18%, one plate idli inclusive of GST 18%, 20 rupees, which inclusive of GST. Now rate reduced to 5%, but two idlis rate remains 20 rupees. Meaning what? Reduction in the rate of tax, reduction in the price should be 10% or not? Corresponding price not reduced. Such cases, the differential amount is a profiteering. Department by imposing on you some provision, saying on section 171 provision imposing and saying that we will cut that money from you. Anti-profiteering. You get profiteering, we will be not permit you by way of anti-profiteering. One more point. Input tax credit benefit should pass on to end user. You get my point, sir? When I purchase the goods by payment of GST, let us say 18%, I will the ITC. And the same I added in my cost. ITC availed GST element of a cost of my product. Meaning what? The price of the product will go up or not? So, such cases will detect by the department and will impose anti-profiteering. Dispute arises out of it. The matter now who is going to hear? By GST 80 principal bench. Now principal bench is going to hear not only place of supply dispute but also the anti-profiteering cases. Got the clarity? Now come back. Actually, where we are? We are in the GST 80. We are here. Now, the dispute heard and disposed by the tribunal with regard to place of supply or anti-profiteering cases, aggrieved person directly can go to the Supreme Court of India rather than to High Court. From the principal bench, one can directly go to Supreme Court. The order passed by the High Court, the tribunal, other than the place of supply, other than the anti-profiteering cases, High Court is the stepstone to knock the doors from the tribunal. Meaning, from the tribunal, directly you cannot go to Supreme Court if the matter belongs to other than place of supply, other than anti-profiteering. The matter should go to the High Court, aggrieved person. From the High Court only can come to Supreme Court. Now, from tribunal to High Court or High Court to Supreme Court, directly from tribunal to Supreme Court, there is no pre-deposit. Pre-deposit is only in the following stages. 1 up to tribunal. From Commissioner of Appeals or Joint Commissioner of Appeals to tribunal 10%. From adjudicating authority to first appellate authority, tax dispute 10%. Coming to revisional authority to tribunal remains 10%. Is clear as sir? Now here we have that maximum limit also. If you refer, maximum limit has been revised now in the Finance Act 2024 from 1st November 2024. This is also be not there in the amendment material of the CA Institute. They said it is updated in the soft copy of latest material in the institute of the website. You go through. See, here is there. Let us check it out. If they are well and good, I feel very happy to note. Appeals. Appeals worded in the things. Get my point, sir? But nevertheless, we'll take up for discussion. What happened? No? Maximum amount of pre-deposit 20 crore of CGST, 20 crore of IGST, totally 40 crores of IGST. In the case where appeal to appellate authority, 10% of pre-deposit compared with 40 crores, whichever is less is the pre-deposit, maximum amount. If you going from appellate authority to tribunal or revisional authority to tribunal, 10% of tax dispute or rupees 40 crores, remains 40 crores, whichever is less. Is clear? Don't worry, I will bring a problem on this. We will get a problem. We work out the problem. That gives clarity. See, now I am going to bring the problem in the material itself with regard to pre-deposit. Directly I am taking the comprehensive problem. Is it okay now for you? Yes or no? Directly comprehensive problem. First stepping stone, Raja. Somebody read for me, please. 1 minute. Is there a power?
Sir.
Please, Raja.
Hotel Private Limited received an adjudication order demanding CGST and SGST of 200 crores each. Hotel Private Limited filed an appeal to adjudicating authority contesting the entire demand. The amount of pre-deposit made by the company for filing the appeal to the adjudicating authority is rupees 20 crores.
Appellate authority. Appellate authority. Joint Commission Appeals or Commission Appeals. Okay, go ahead.
Appellate authority is 20 crores, which is consists of 10% of 200 crores tax in dispute. Equivalent amount has been paid for SGST too. Thus, a total of 40 crores has been paid by the company as pre-deposit for filing the appeals to the appellate authority. The appellate authority heard the appeal and decided in favor of department confirming the entire demand. The company filed an appeal to the appellate tribunal. The amount of pre-deposit made by the company for filing the appeal before the tribunal is 20 crores, which is 10% of 200 crores tax in dispute. Equivalent amount has been paid for SGST too. Thus, a total of 40 crores has been paid by the company as pre-deposit for filing the appeal to the appellate tribunal.
From this, what you understand, when you go for appellate authority, Joint Commission Appeals or Commission Appeals, what is the amount of pre-deposit? 40 crore. Where you got defeated, taxpayer. Again going for appeal to tribunal. Again 10% of the tax dispute, 40 crores. Already paid 40 crores. Again paying 40 crores. So each layer you compare that amount, pre-deposit 40 crores or 40 crores as per the maximum amount. Maximum amount is how much? 40 crores. Is clear? So you have paid 2 layers. At Commission Appeals 40 crores. Tribunal level 40 crores. Get my point, sir? That means it is not a 10% for the entire tax. When you go for appeal to Joint Commission Appeals, the Commission Appeals 10%. 40 crores I paid. Again from that Commission Appeals, I am going to tribunal. Again 10%. is that. Is clearer? Is a concept. Having this, I will read this problem. This gives a clarity. Example 4. Tony Private Limited wishes to file appeal with appellate tribunal against the order of the appellate authority demanding the IGST of 1200 crore. The company admits the liability 100 crores, accept to pay, but wishes to litigate the balance demand amount of thus file the appeal with the appellate tribunal. The amount of pre-deposit to be made by Tony Limited for filing the appeal to the appellate tribunal is computed as under. இப்போ out of 200 crores agreed to pay how much? So 100 crores is the amount to be pre-deposit. Apart from that, balance amount of dispute how much? 100 crores and that 10%. How much comes? 110 crores. This 110 crores subject to maximum of 40 crores. This or this, which is less, 40 crores. So this 40 crores. So 140 crore is the pre-deposit amount. Is clear, my dear friends? So once you understand this concept, there may be a case where you may argue with me, sir, okay, here how much paid, 140 crore. I paid, sir, went to tribunal. In tribunal, I won the case. Tribunal said, a department, 140 crores refund. I won the case, sir. Taxpayer won the case. Appo, pre-deposit should be refund or not? Such a pre-deposit should be refund with the interest. Of course, 6% per annum. From the day one of my pre-deposit, not after expiry of 60 days. When I pre-deposit from the date, they have to give me interest. Says section 115. This provision read, my dear sir, only here to here. Yes.
Interest on refund of pre-deposits. As per Section 115 of CGST Act 2017, where an amount paid by appellant under subsection 6 of Section 107 or subsection 8 of Section 112 is required to be refunded consequent to any order of the appellate authority or of the appellate tribunal, interest at the rate of specified under Section 56 shall be payable in respect of such refund from the date of payment of the amount, and not from the date of order of appellate tribunal or of appellate authority or of the tribunal till the date of refund of such amount.
Good, excellent. Thank you. So from this, what do you understand? From rate of pre-deposit, I will get the interest. Other rate of 6%. As you are aware of that, last date of granting the refund, they won't pay interest. It's clear, sir? So we are halfway through of this particular appeals. So from here, we'll continue by tomorrow. Tomorrow, our session starts from 11 a.m. because they requested here they have class up to 9:30. I don't want to disturb two batches. Therefore, tomorrow alone a small change. Instead of 10 a.m. we are going to start 11 a.m. 11 a.m. to 5:30 or 6. If syllabus is able to complete under half an hour, I will take half an hour extra and complete. If it takes 3 hours, 4 hours requirement, Monday we have the class. Is clear, sir? See you tomorrow sharply at 11 a.m. Thank you, my dear friends. Thank you.